I discovered CocoBeauty when I was online looking for an at-home version of the Glow2 facial. I went on their site and found the PureO2 device. It was pretty affordable. It seemed to get good reviews. It comes in a variety of different types for different targeted treatments. I chose to go with the glam option, which is supposed to help firm and brighten the skin. This is everything that you get with the set. So here's the actual machine. It also has other attachments you can use for deeper cleansing. There's like a small bristle for your nose or around the eyes, a larger bristle for the rest of your face, and this beaded attachment, which probably is really good for lymphatic drainage or eye facial massage. The pods, you get 6, so you get a set of 6 facials that you can do with your set. I chose the glam pods, but they have a few different options that you can select from. And then it comes with a primer gel and the glamming serum. So this is for use before the treatment to keep on your face while you go around with the pods. And this is for after the treatment. And it also comes with these collagen chest patches, which is great. I know a lot of women are concerned with that V area of their chest. I've done this once, as you can see, and it's nice. It's a great exfoliating treatment to do at home. So I'll show you how to do it. And I put it in a little cup because you might need more during the treatment, during the whole process. So it's best to have it where you can get it quickly without making a big mess. So I put mine in this little plastic cup. And then I like to use a brush, but if you don't have one, you can use your fingers, it's fine. And I used way too much the first time. I like put all this on at once and it was foaming up and kind of dripping all over the place. So I would start with a good amount where you feel like you have a pretty good layer on there, but not so much. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and put the pod on the tool. They're single use and you get a lot out of one. I feel like I went around my face a few times for quite a while before it was almost gone. It still wasn't completely gone. I wouldn't recommend using it completely because based on your skin and if you're sensitive, it could be too much exfoliation for you. I know the next day for me, I was a little bit red around the jawline, and it took a few days for me to be able to resume my regular skincare without it feeling uncomfortable or like anything was burning. If that happens, you want to just use anything gentle, nothing active, maybe a cream cleanser. If you have a mask, use your mask at night. But that's something that can happen when you're exfoliating, especially when you're doing something you've never used before. So it's pretty simple to pop the pod on. Just line it up, press it in, and you can use the buttons, power, turns it on. You can select what kind of light therapy. So red would be good for anti-aging. It helps boost collagen. You can do green, which is good for redness. I wouldn't say this would really combat redness though because it's quite exfoliating. Blue, it kills bacteria that causes acne. And then there's yellow. I don't know what yellow does. I've never seen a yellow LED light, but there's yellow. And purple, which will be a blend of blue and red. So it's anti-aging and helps to kill bacteria. And then you can select the type of movement that your tool will have. And then you can select the circle, which makes it start to rotate. And then you can go ahead and just begin. And you'll see it start to lather. And it feels tingly, like almost immediately. Some of the other ones might not, depending on what's in them, but when I got this done with the actual glow facial machine at the spa, it tingled right away for me on that one too. So as far as my experience goes, it tingles. And it's important with this not to press, just let it glide and just gently move it around your face. I wouldn't press because then it could definitely be just too harsh and too exfoliating. And just let it gently glide across your skin. At this point, the tingling has pretty much gone away. If you're doing this and you feel like it's really tingling and it's getting uncomfortable, I would wash it off and stop. And you could always do like some cold cloths, do like a cold compress to help if you're red or if it feels burning. That's a good trick anytime that happens when you're using different things on your skin. So part of the way through the whole thing, it'll start to feel dry. Like you can see there's not as much bubbles, so I can go back and put a little more of that gel on. And you definitely want to make sure you're always giving enough gel so there's a good glide, because it could be just too harsh without it. So I'm feeling like this is pretty good, and I'm gonna stop because I don't want to overdo it. So you can see there's still quite a bit left on my pad, but because they're single use, I would still throw it away because you don't want to risk it growing any kind of bacteria. And there's still quite a bit of the gel left too. So they give you more than enough per treatment to do a pretty good facial. And just to go over the tool, so there are a lot of features on it. I did the low setting with the rotation and the vibration, but you can adjust these to be more or less. So you can up the rotation to be faster, and it goes pretty quick. You just keep pressing the button, and you can adjust the vibration of it too. So you can customize this however you find works best for you, but I would start low and then work up to it because it's better to do it that way than go in too strong and have like over exfoliated red skin. So when you're done, you just pop off, turn the machine off obviously, and then pop off the pod. It comes right out. Pretty easy. And then you're gonna rinse and you can put on the serum. Okay, so I rinsed. My skin feels so soft. It feels a little tight because I didn't put anything on it yet. So we're gonna go ahead and put on the serums that come with it. You can see it's already looking glowy, but you can kind of see that those little red patches that can form from over exfoliating, so be careful of that. If that happens, you're gonna want to just take it very easy on your skin for the next week. And I would only do this treatment maybe once every 4 to 6 weeks because it is pretty strong. The serum feels nice, kind of cooling. So I'm gonna use a little beaded attachment and do a little facial massage with the serum. And this will be a time when you could probably bump up the speed and still keep it pretty safe for your skin because we're just gliding and massaging. So as you can see, my skin is pretty covered in that serum, but it has a little pink to it, which is okay. And you want a little bit of blood flow coming up to the surface. It's good for your skin. That serum already did start to help, so it's skin.